everybody. So I wanted to start recording my wars for the seasons going onwards. So just something I kind of wanted to do for myself. Just to have reference in the future, and if anybody else gets anything out of it, then that's great. But yeah, it's just something that I wanted to start for myself. So first fight here is I started on path 9. I have an Annihilus on this path here. We're up against the Protect Global Esper Normal, but Annihilus is not a large or extra large champion. He is actually medium, even though he definitely looks like he should be at least a large champion. But I'm just going to bring Captain Marvel into this one because she gets a lot of Furies. Doesn't have to worry about the Protect Global triggering, though. As you can see, just pretty standard. Get up the binaries, get the massive Fury, launch a big special 2, and then just end it. A very quick fight, very easy. So next fight on the path, they actually put up Professor X here, which is something that I don't really see too often. I actually take path 9 quite a bit, and I don't think I've ever actually fought a Professor X on this path before. It should actually be pretty standard as long as you have somebody who can deal with the Incinerate and the poisons. It's just a matter of being able to fight Professor X, just normally getting around his falters. As long as you know how to do that, then it's a pretty basic fight. So just start off here, get the Incinerates to proc on Captain Marvel so we can get up her binary charges. Almost all the way up. Right, then we get all the way up. You can see that the falter triggered and then I missed an input, but it's okay because we're indestructible. Go in, get the big special 2. Actually didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for this one. He actually does have a significant amount of energy resist, so that probably has something to do with it. Here I probably could have dashed in. As he's charging, he usually does not retaliate if you go into attacking him. So you can go right after his special, you can go directly into him, and you can trigger that falter without having to worry about getting retaliated against. So just something that I didn't do there. I think I will do it on the next time he does it. Yeah, see, he didn't have the falter yet, so I was just waiting. Yeah. And you can see this one. I'll dash in, get the falter, dash back, and we're all good to go. So at this point, all of my binary chargers have knocked off, so I'm just trying to do some little bit of damage, and then I think I'm just trying to end the fight with a special 3 at this point. So there it goes. This way I will at least have some charges for the next fight. I was taking one more fight with Captain Marvel in this war. Unfortunately, I did not record it. I must have forgot to hit the record button or something, but I was taking, it's actually a Mixed Master Mysterio in the middle there, which you don't really see Mysterio there too often, so I thought that was kind of interesting, but Captain Marvel actually did a great job. She armor breaks him pretty quickly and then just can melt him down with, the crazy amount of Furies that she has. So that was a pretty standard fight. So we're continuing on path 9 into the second section here. So this is the stun reflect one, so you have to be very careful about not using the parry mastery in this fight. I do keep the parry mastery on because I do like to keep dexterity in place. So you just have to be very careful to hold your block at the right times. Be very careful not to parry him. So right now I'm just trying to build up those rock stacks, get to my special 1, try and get on those intimidating debuffs on him, so the intimidating presence will start to melt him down a little bit. I always enjoy Void versus Thing. I think he's probably one of the best counters to Thing in the game, just because you don't really have to worry about trying to do crazy amounts of damage with other sources, trying to get around the rock stacks. The debuffs just do all the work themselves. Here we're just knocking against this block, trying to get him to bait out a special. Let's see, we're just kind of rinse and repeat with this cycle for this fight, so just trying to get up, get his rock stacks up, trying to make sure that you can manage him correctly so that when you do get to 15 stacks on him, that there's always a special ready to launch for him. You always want to try to avoid with Thing trying to, have him get up to 15 rock stacks and not have him have a special to launch, because then you'll have no way of dropping those rock stacks off of him until he either hits you or you hit into his block enough that it builds him up over a bar of power. But that can be a little painful, and if you accidentally intercept him, And he'll get that unstoppable, and he'll just knock you right back. You can see I did trigger a protection, at one point in that fight. I was trying to debate whether I needed to go in for an intercept or not, but there was still enough damage that I was able to finish off the fight just fine. Here we got a Terrax. So I decided to bring Namor into this fight. It's actually something that I've done a number of times before, but I haven't actually done it in an in-season war. It's been all off-season. So I thought this was a little interesting to bring into this one. Something a little bit different that maybe you haven't seen before. Something about this fight is that he also does have empowered immunity. So when you knock into him with Namor and he would have triggered a bleed, he's actually going to gain more power. So when he goes into his Rock Storm, he's going to have it for a pretty continued amount of time. As you can see here, I'm just trying to intercept as much as possible in this fight. The good thing about when Terrax goes into Rock Storm is that he instantly gets really aggressive. So you're able to knock into him pretty easily with the intercepts, because he's just going to constantly go aggressive on you. So I try to always stick to light intercepts, because there's really a chance that he doesn't go into an attack right away, and if he doesn't do that, and you try and go in with a medium intercept, there's a chance that he'll just knock you right back with a heavy medium. And with Terrax and with his upgraded armor breaks now, he can hit you for a lot of damage if he catches you off guard. So I did get up to a special 3 that triggered triggers a pretty substantial fury with Namor, and his damage just shot up significantly. He was able to finish off that fight pretty quickly. So last fight here, I think this is the mini with the enhanced special 1 and the Hurt Locker. So just have a Tiger on this node. I don't think I was assigned for this one, but it was something that was just there in front of me, and our alliance made a decision to take it easy this season, so it's kind of like no pressure wars. You don't really have to boost, don't have to use potions. We'll see how it lasts. I'm not really sure how it's going to go, because we've got a lot of new people in for this season, because a lot of people from last season, were traditionally a Masters Alliance, and a lot of people don't want to have to just stick for Plat 1 season. A lot of people left to go into Masters again. So a lot of new people, but we'll see how it goes. So you can see this fight, just very standard Void fight. All I'm doing is just trying to bait out specials. And with the Hurt Locker, I'm just going to cycle between Special 1 and Special 2. Do get backed up against the wall here, so I'm just trying to have to create some space, get a nice intercept there. Helps me out a lot. She gets backed up pretty significantly, and she's just pretty much done at this point. So yeah, so that's it. Hope you guys all enjoyed the more. And yeah, I'll just catch you in the next one.